Hello there guys. Finally, I was able to defeat the Antenolla Vortex trial for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. And this is a video of my first victory against it, and this is actually my third time trying to defeat it. The only times I lost not because I wiped, well actually, technically I did, but I just gave up. The simplest reason is that because I basically ran out of MP. And when that happens, I'm usually at the point where the only remaining part of the Antenolla still alive is the flower part, which unfortunately when it's about to die, it will change its behavior. It will be more active and confusing, as well as afflicting other status issues with your party members. And without a healer, it could potentially wreak havoc. Let's just say a confused cloud of darkness could potentially kill your healer easily. So anyway, we're digressing, so let's start with the most basic. If you're actually having huge problems with the boss, I think that should be the part there that you should not try to finish all the missions, you know, the 3 lapis ones. Because, well, why are you suffering for a couple of lapis? For me, I just said, I don't like this trial. It annoys me a lot. It restricts your moves. I'd rather just kill the Antenolla, get the reward weapon, and get the heck out of it. I don't care if I don't get any of the lapis, the free lapis, so yeah, I'm just gonna do this and then never touch it again. I just want the weapon anyway. Also, since my video is pretty late about beating Antenolla, I think I should rather make a TLDR commentary on it rather than do a blow-by-blow explanation for my moves. What I did against Gilgamesh is pretty similar to what I did versus Antenolla. However, the only difference is that since the boss artificially limit your moves, because well, if you immediately kill the flower one, the other parts of the Antenolla would go berserk and use that really nasty moves that would easily wipe your party. So unless it makes it possible for you to two-turn wipe all of the parts of the Antenolla, you cannot really do that. You will be forced to kill each individual part one by one, and then kill the flower part the last. So anyway, simplify all. I do not suggest you use any kind of elemental weapon or elemental spell versus Antenolla. So actually a mage team is not that suggested, but of course if you have a whale team and you could use say Ultima or Meteor, then sure, why not? But because the problem is all the parts of Antenolla have different elemental resistances, with the exception of the light and darkness elements. So yeah, if you're using a physical team, I do not suggest using any weapons that have additional elemental damage, with the exception of darkness and light elements. Also, you need to have a lot of healing items like remedies, echo herbs, and unicorn horns. And secondly, you need every ether type items you can get, like the ether, turbo ether, mega ether, and maybe even elixir. You know, perhaps you might be a collector of elixir, but I still suggest you use it, because if you're not gonna use it now, when are you gonna use it? When you quit the game? So anyway, besides that, as an addendum, it is kind of an issue if you try to use provoke on your tank. Well, because individually, since there are multiple Antenolla parts in this boss, if you use provoke, they would probably gang up on your tank and kill them. It doesn't matter if it's Cecil and he has a lot of items, there's more likely than not he'll get killed. But if somehow your Cecil could survive all of the attacks, then it's really good because your healer would only need to focus on Cecil. And you know, since there's still the possibility of your other characters getting killed by the Antenolla parts, it could be a viable alternative strategy if your Cecil could survive most of Antenolla's attacks. So anyway guys, the biggest issue in this boss in my opinion is not actually getting wiped by their attacks, although the confusion part is also very annoying. I think the worst part of it is the certain parts of the boss actually drains MP from your character. So if they do that, you immediately run out of MP, which is a big problem since, you know, the best damages in the game is usually abilities or magic spells. So immediately you use a lot of items, MP refilling items, and then what happens when you run out? Then you're kind of screwed. So anyway, besides that, in my opinion, if you could manage your MP a lot better, in my opinion, this boss is easier than Maxwell. Because, well, at least this boss does not buff themselves, unlike Maxwell, which if you remember my earlier video about that trick, the biggest issue with that is Maxwell buffs herself and then attacks. While Gilgamesh, you know, the current event right now, when he buffs himself, he doesn't do anything else. But anyway, we're digressing. So if you like this video, please press that like button and perhaps even subscribe to my channel. And this is StriderVM, and I hope that I will still see you guys in another video. Oh yeah, last part. I should have beaten that, I should have at least gotten that, mission where you beat Antenolla by, summoning an Esper. And then, well, as you can see, it kind of failed. I think Antenolla has something like 2000 HP. Kaya, putang ina tong mga mission na to sa Antenolla. Fuck this mission. Ayoko na. So, I don't care kung wala akong makuhang mission na free lapis. Tanginang stress tong trial na to. Yeah. F this mission. I don't care if I don't get any lapis. I don't care. F this trial. So yeah, yun lang. Nainis pa rin ako pag naalala ko tong boss na to. So anyway, see ya guys.